All right, so big announcement for the channel. I purchased a 2024 wr250f, and my plans are to do kind of like a dual sport build, maybe supermoto. I haven't decided yet. I have to kind of figure out what I want to do for a long-term goal with this bike. I really like trail riding. I'm keeping my wr250f. I freaking love that bike, but I really do want to take this thing off-roading still. So I want to do a dual sport build technically. I already made a couple adjustments to it. The usual uncorking the bike. So I removed the mini bong in the intake, the tiny little baffle that's in the exhaust, and then I also cut the throttle screw in half so that you get full throttle now. Whenever I picked it up, I took it down the neighborhood street and I was like, wow, this thing is slow. Which I knew you'd have to uncork it, but it is a very big difference, because I was like, my Honda, my 2010 CRF250R felt way better than that, but after I uncorked it, this feels 10 times better. Plus with that wide range transmission and the 6-speed, it is freaking amazing, and I love it. It's amazing. I also changed the front sprocket, the sprocket right here. It comes with a 13 tooth and I put a 14 tooth on it, so when you do a larger front sprocket, it increases your top speed. The 14 tooth increases your speed by 7.7%. I already did all the calculations and stuff. 7.7%, and it also increases your top speed by 5 miles an hour. It's roughly around 5 miles an hour. So if you're cruising where you would originally cruise at, how I would say 65 miles an hour was, I feel like the sweet spot with the original sprocket setup, taking it down the road and stuff, cruising at 65 miles an hour, the bike's there and it's not screaming just yet, but whenever you want to bump it up to 70 miles an hour, it starts screaming. And then you're like, oh, well, then you got to kind of think of long-term use, constantly screaming it whenever you're on roads and stuff like that. So this drastically helps it out. You can ride a cruise a good 70 mile an hour without the bike screaming at you. So it feels way more reliable, and it doesn't scare me, especially for a brand new bike. I will say, I picked it up over the weekend. I've owned it for 6 days now, and I've already put 120 miles on it. Yes, I know. And I put it in a little bit of dirt. I did a little bit of off-roading, and it's great. The suspension eats it up. I can't wait to actually take it to the state park and do some actual trail riding this weekend, and I'll have a video up for that. I don't know if I'll include this bit of the video into that video for the announcement of the new bike, but I'll figure it out. I did include this little bicycle mirror that I got from Wally World. I just zip tied it on there to make sure it don't move. I hate riding on the road and not being able to see behind me from a review mirror. I don't like turning my head all the time just to look behind me, so I got a little mirror on there. And yeah, I'm really excited. This thing does really good. So far, I'm really impressed for a 250cc.